Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today I am solo. Laura and I live in two different cities, about an hour and a half apart. So sometimes you're gonna see just Laura, sometimes you're gonna see just me, and sometimes you're gonna see the both of us. Today I am making pizza dough. It is probably one of the things that I've been trying to perfect forever. I make good pizza dough, but it's just not exactly perfect yet. So because of that, I decided to try this new flour, Tipo 00. It's pizza flour instead of just using like bread flour, to see if what a difference that would make. So let's see. I took the yeast and I dissolved it in lukewarm water, 1.5 cups. It's important to make sure the water is truly lukewarm so that it'll activate to in that. Mix my yeast, so I'm gonna add that to my KitchenAid bowl. Get all that yeast in there. And then I'm gonna start, I have 2.5 cups of flour, so I'm just gonna add a little bit at first, mix it with my hands. And my pizza dough is just flour, water, and some salt. And I've got 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I add the flour first before adding the salt because I don't want the salt to, mess with the yeast, kind of kill the yeast, so I add that. Raised in my mom's kitchen, watching her do it. No specific recipes for anything, we just kind of go how things feel. So already you can tell this is mixing up well, the yeast is doing well, it's bubbly. I like to kind of use the KitchenAid, but I do like to finish it off mixing it by hand so I can see what it feels like. Okay, you guys, so I've mixed it a little bit in the KitchenAid. It's still pretty tacky, which is what you want. You want it to be a little sticky and tacky, kind of a little hard to manage. So I'm gonna put it on my counter now. And I like to finish off the kneading by doing it by hand so I can tell what the dough feels like, if it's the right texture. I've probably added another 1/2 cup of flour, so we're at about 3 cups of flour and 1.5 cups of water, which is perfect. This is actually perfect texture. It's nice and soft. Look at that nice bounce back. Can you see that? You push in and it bounces back perfect. This is perfect. I'm gonna knead it for probably about another 5, maybe to 10 minutes. Okay, you guys, so I've been kneading this for about 5 to 10 minutes. It is perfect, I would say. It's got that nice, look at that, it bounces back, it's perfect, beautiful. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. You can put olive oil in the bowl if you want. I honestly don't usually do that. I kind of just put a little bit of flour in there, anything left over so it doesn't stick. And then I'm just gonna put this right here in the bowl, and I am gonna put a little bit of flour on top. I'm gonna cover it with a dish towel, excuse my hands, and set it aside for 2 to 3 hours to rise. So we'll check back in a little bit. It's looking good. I'm gonna let it keep rising for a little bit. Be sure to preheat your oven to 500 degrees at least a half hour before you start rolling out your dough. One of the tricks I like to use is that I bake just the pizza crust for 5 minutes in the oven and then pull it out and add my ingredients. On this pizza, I used fresh mozzarella and basil, but you can use whatever you like. Since I don't have a wood-fired oven, but I do want one, I cheat a little and I put it on broil for the last 2 minutes so I get that nice crispy cheese on top. Just like that. I think the pizza flour was the trick. It was soft and crispy and delicious. I would definitely recommend it.